Hello everybody, welcome back to Starfield. We're playing difficulty hard. I'm level 52 and this is episode number 9. I think we're heading back to the lodge. It's been a while since I've played. Maybe a week or so. So I don't remember where we were at, but I think I was doing the main story. I hope everybody's doing good. Let's see what we can get done today, if it can load. Now, let me take a look outside and see if we just finished this quest. I think we did.
Keyless, hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, okay, Stroud's usually standing right here, so yeah, we did finish it, I believe. We could take a look and see where we're at here on the quests.
You might want this.
Let's have a look here. Okay, that would be the Stroud one. All that money can buy. Alright, so I build the almonary here. Alright.
Well, packing up the artifacts and keeping your friends out of my line of fire. I'm impressed. This is exactly the sort of move the emissary would never think of making. Oh, I mean, I can't promise that for every universe you visit. I'm only one version of myself after all. But I'll stay away from your friends this time. We both know where things end anyway. I took a little detour myself this time around. I hope you weren't planning to visit Captain Petrov and the Scow anytime soon. Because they're both in a million pieces. Except for the artifact, of course. Mine now. Exactly. Just make sure you side with me against the emissary when the time comes. By the way, you might want to tell your friend Mateo about the word unity, since I won't be around to casually drop the word like I usually do. And congratulations on saving all your friends, even if they never realize how close they were to being attacked by the Great Hunter.
Now that was a bit unexpected. In all my playthroughs, I've never had him show up like that. I think the voices are a little loud. I want to see about bringing those down. I think maybe 50. And the footsteps. Okay. And as you see, we are playing on very hard. Okay, so we go back and talk to the gentleman that's wearing the cap. Yeah, I've done maybe 7 or 8 playthroughs with different characters, doing different things, trying out different things, and I've never had that hunter come aboard my ship like that. That's a first. Well, I tried very hard before, a couple episodes before, and I found that even at playthrough 3 like this is, that's a little hard. I think I may take it down to hard instead of very hard. I think very hard is for like when you get to 7 and 8 playthroughs. So I'm going to change it to hard instead of very hard. Yeah, hard would do. We'll still get some good loot.
Steve, if you're ever thinking to yourself,
Probably not as good a legendary as we would on very hard, but at this level, I don't think that
I hope you are satisfied.
it's going to make much of a difference. I think it's going to stay at pretty much at my level.
Well, if it isn't the newest addition to the
Oh, we got to go through
Sarah
this.
was just regaling us with a story involving her and Vladimir that is clearly 100% fabricated.
Are you calling me a liar, Country?
No, ma'am, wouldn't dream of it.
At this point, we've all got stories that sound made up. Lucky that all of us here know they're true.
Some stories do seem a bit more outlandish than others, though.
Well, sure. We all have a unique story, but I don't think any of us really expected to be here like this. I was sure I'd have a nice, quiet life as a researcher.
I kind of figured I'd just keep securing religious relics.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Did you say securing or stealing?
You're never gonna let it go, are you?
You should know by now that is not how Walter operates. He never lets anything go. It's gotten him this far.
And Andrasia might still be out on the fringes of the settled system, scraping by as a smuggler.
It was perhaps not my plan, but the options were limited.
Hey, no judgment here. In addition to weird stories, I think we've all done a few things we're not proud of.
And that is one contest Barrett would definitely win.
What about you? I know you were kind of thrown into all this.
Oh, yeah, you really did have an exciting first mission. Pirates, artifacts, powers, all at once.
Yeah, beats another day in the mines. Oh, yeah, this is important. I'm glad to be a part of it.
It is. And it's good to have you here with us.
Too right. We're all here for a reason, and a damn good one.
That's why we're all here. Even as this gets weirder and weirder.
It's all important. Probably the most important thing there is. And soon, we're gonna understand what it all means.
We have an incredibly capable group of people here. We have a path to follow, and we're going to see where it leads. We're going to figure out what this all means and look after each other along the way. No matter what happens, we're all in this together.
I'll drink to that.
All right.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
I'm going to go with this first one.
Unity. Huh. That's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas' speeches. You think it's connected? Well, it could be. But what have we got to lose? I'll meet you there.
Alright, made it to level 53. Okay, I think while we're waiting for him to get there, we're going to go ahead and go to the residential area. And let's see if we can get it on the subway. Because there's a weapons dealer vendor there that oops, wrong one. Yeah, that a lot of people don't know about. And they sell high-end weapons, but most people don't know about it. And it's in the mast, well, right next to the mast area. If you come out of the train station, just look over here to your left, about 11 o'clock or so. You see that brown wall right there? Just go ahead and go straight over there to it and go in the doors. And you can talk to the vendor and you'll get weapons that are better than anything you get at the beginning of the game. I just want to buy some more ammo from her because my weapon has a high rate of fire. I think it was 50 MI. Let me see. Yeah, 50 MI. Yeah, it has a fire rate of 300, so I can go through them pretty quick. I'll sell that. That one's 37? Huh, it's higher than mine. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, you can come here. She'll have a lot of weapons. Here, you could take a look at what I got available to me. She's got a lot of weapons, a lot of different kinds. They're expensive though. As you can see, 11,000, 17, 14, 12,000, 53,000. Now this would be the best place to go to at the beginning of the game. You can go talk to Sarah, and she'll give you some money. Then you can come here and get you a decent weapon other than that pistol that you start out with. Instead of running all the way around, I'm just going to go ahead and fast travel to it.
Exactly. It's like...
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them.
I talk to the
sometimes.
keeper all the time,
But you don't.
Suddenly I feel nervous.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually...
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
You know, you could stand there and listen to him talk all that time. You actually have to prompt the minister here. You have to actually go to him and then push the prompt button to speak to him. That or you'll be standing there the whole time, not going anywhere with the conversation.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here? I see. Yes, you are quite correct.
Wait, what? I've never heard of this story before. And how come you know about it when I don't?
Forgive us, Mateo. We have a bit more history than you might realize. If you're already familiar with the story, then I assume you know where to go and with whom you need to meet. Or, considering you are walking Constellation's path, perhaps you feel the need to hear the story again. Retrace your steps.
Okay, for those that haven't played the game, I'm going to go ahead and do his speech.
Of course. Let's speak of the person who discovered the true meaning of unity. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The Rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Alright, so we'll go talk to them too.
One day House Varun just up and abandoned their embassy. No idea why.
Oh, shoot. Just to cut a corner, I'm gonna hop over the wall here.
Exploring the galaxy is hard.
Something to report?
If you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right place.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
Yeah, Keeper Aquilus sent me.
I've talked
Excuse me.
about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Yeah, let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no. The Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay. Here we go and talk to the other individual. And this location is just right here where our ship is. You can see my center dot in the screen. You can see right there's my ship right there.
Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself,
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. Doctor. Mothers, am I right?
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
he sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Yeah, I need to know more about the Pilgrim.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of your words.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent. He does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
You know, if you ever come across these Varun characters, and you can kill them, be sure to loot their bodies, because their weapons are worth a lot, and they have some actually pretty good armor.
Hey, I've heard of you. The Explorer, right?
Yeah, you could make a good fair amount of money going after the Varun. All right, what do we got to do now? Return to the Keeper. Okay. It's always a little bit laggy right in this area, this outland. And the same thing with the Satirian Arms, or where the one weapons vendor that I told you about in the residential district. I think that might be like a loading area for these areas. Because I think this area and that area over there are two different places. Are two different zones, I guess, for the game.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
Yeah, use the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
I'm going to go with the first one.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy?
Well, I said scared. I didn't say holy.
The force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified? It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
We're mostly interested in your thoughts.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours. But no guarantees.
Excuse me. Alright. Let's see, what do we gotta do? Alright. We're going on a ship. Excuse me. Now, Outlands, you can go in here, and he mostly sells. He's got a few suits, not a whole lot, but he has a lot of resource material, and some of it is a little harder to get, and you can come here to get it.
Up there, huh? Space?
You know, this is a really fun ship to have. I just wish that you were able to upgrade it, but you can't. Not that I'm aware of. Has a good cargo capability. I think it's like 2,200. Yeah, you can't upgrade the weapons or the drive shaft or anything like that. You actually have to upgrade that stuff in your traits or your abilities. In the, I think it's the tech one. No, I'm not going to go through all that. She just wants to talk to you, ask some questions. Then she'll give you, you know, like $3,000 or something like that. Okay, we're just going to exit the ship. And when you get to this part of the game, there is when you're coming here, there are some aggressive animals here, like these ones here, and usually they're your level or a little higher. This one's level 20. I seen 2 more. I don't see them now. All right, we made it. If you need to, you could pause the video and read it. Or want to. Ooh, a little bright. Yeah, that sidearm is 10 grand. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let's see if I can remember what the answers are. What is the unity? You would have to read the books in order to know the answers to these. Alright. Because we're 45 minutes into it, we'll just go ahead and fast travel there, and then I will start the next video. Once.
Shotgun!
Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself, I could really listen to Barrett's dulcet voice right now, then instead of dreaming about me, stop by and say hello, okay?
Oh, I went to the wrong one. Wrong solar system there, Lonnie. Now, normally you would have to fight with these things, but these ones right here, they're non-hostile. I don't know why. Just don't hit one or shoot it, and I think you'll be fine. I haven't had any of them attack me while coming through here. As you can see, we just went past that one. They are definitely odd. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to get this beam of light right here. And you would do that by coming over here. And as you can see, it just moved. Oh, I need to go up. There we go. Alright, and that should give us a location.
Hey, you might want this.
Well, look who it is. I think it's time you, me, and the emissary have a chat. Alone. Good. We have a lot to discuss. So it's finally happened, hasn't it? I had a feeling when you slipped through my grasp at New Atlantis. But I'm a step behind, aren't I?
You're starborn. More than that. You're your own life.
Is this even the first time we're having this conversation? It's not, is it? Oh, you are in deep.
You could have told Constellation what you are, but you didn't. Why? But it's not your life, is it? You already had that.
Oh, let it go. We've all retraced ourselves a few dozen or so times. I say, we play along with your little reincarnation. The more freedom you have, the more new things happen.
This is a question I haven't been given before, so I'm a little curious to see what the emissary has to say about it.
You're starborn, and all of us need to be responsible for the fact that we are visitors in this universe.
Lies. We have as much right to be here as anyone.
But do we have the right to turn another universe into our playground? You had the power to tell your friends the truth, and you chose not to.
There's that hypocrisy again. How much easier would your first time through the Unity have been if the emissary had told you the truth? Did their threats from the shadows keep your universe safe from the Starborn? No, it didn't. We each get to decide what's right and wrong for us. That's the freedom the Unity offers. Exactly. That's what we all want, isn't it? Who needs rules when we have infinity?
If you insist on walking this path, then walk it fully. Go to the moon. Follow its secrets to the next artifact. Maybe remembering what happens to Earth will give you focus. Very well. You'll also need to return to Constellation and find the artifacts in the fringes of space. They'll be expecting you to tell them about the Unity.
And it might be best to give them the version where you're still human, and not a Starborn that's been lying to them this whole time.
All right. Okay, we've been playing for an hour now. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one finished, and then I will start the next one, and I'll continue from right here. So I will see you all on the next one. Hope you have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace, people.